This is King's Quest 6. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I know you guys, some of you guys have played this already. Let's do a video of this.
Calm down.
Alright, let's watch the opening first.
Everybody shut.
Long ago, in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry.
Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Cassima, are you?
I suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
This is one of the first games I had this full motion video, so it was in its very early stages. 1992.
I feel so alone. I don't know what to do. Alexander, I wish you were here.
You remember she was in King's Quest V. She was the girl that was rescued from Mordek's castle.
Mother! Mother, come quick!
Alexander, what are you doing? You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Cassima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes. And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars. I saw the stars outside her window. I can navigate by the stars.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
You'll be all right. I promise. Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond.
who goes next. Okay?
Alexander awakens to find himself on an unfamiliar beach. For a moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got here. Then, he does remember. The shipwreck, the sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea. That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace. He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survived the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry.
Okay, the person who's next can be the guidebook reader.
But I don't want to read.
Wait,
that.
so
I don't know how to
always
read.
the next person going is the guidebook.
Alright, well, then give it to the person who's after the next person.
I don't like reading, so I'll take it.
No, because and then after when Jake's going, Samantha reads, and when Samantha's
Alright, we'll
going,
play.
no.
Play, don't worry
Do you
about it. If
understand
it's your
that,
turn
though?
playing. What's that?
Do you understand that?
What?
Though? That Samantha, right now Jake's reading because he's after me, and then.
Oh, Samantha's after you.
Oh, so Samantha's reading. Oh yeah,
I'm reading.
and then when Samantha's going, Jake's reading.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so on.
Even though I hate
Let's
reading.
not make it too complicated. Just
But it's not complicated.
so yeah, so look around. It's always good to look around before you start.
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
I can't.
Alexander moves the plank back to its original position.
No.
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
Oh, it's that one little
You
picture.
gotta
Alexander
remember
takes
how
the
to play
coin
with
and leaves the ruined box where
One
it is.
pixel.
But at least it's sparkly.
I know.
At least this game,
That other one was hidden in the
things
Alexander
sparkle.
has no use for the ship
It
debris.
sparkled bigger though.
You would have probably seen it better.
The sand is warm to the touch.
In the other game.
See any other sparkling things on the beach?
I do.
Alexander has no wish to disturb the green plants.
What?
Oh,
Alexander has no wish to disturb the green plant.
yeah, there's one right there.
Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach. The sand is warm to the touch.
I don't know how to play this game, so you
Okay,
guys
walk
have
off
to help
the
me.
Without a ship, Alexander has no need for a ship's wheel. The sand is warm to the touch.
Wait, click on that yellow thing again. What yellow? That near the clam.
Yeah, it's the same company that made it.
The island is covered with lush green plants.
No.
Probably like a flower.
Yeah, I like to make it one.
Alexander has no wish to disturb the green plants.
It won't let me take it.
The sand
You can tell that it's the same company as EchoQuest because some things are one pixel.
The sand does not reply. The remains of Alexander's sailing ship lie dashed upon the distant shore.
It actually looks like
Alexander is standing on a beach littered with debris from his shipwreck. A path leads north into the lush green island. An occasional breeze rustles the nearby foliage.
I think I'm gonna go.
yeah.
Did you pick the thing up?
Well, I think she got everything.
Did she? Yeah, I did.
I won't
Oh
say
yeah,
anything
I
yet.
remember this.
Yeah, I remember this thing.
I'm gonna go here.
I don't remember.
You.
Oh, I remember the town and the castle.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, and I remember the castle from Space Quiz. That was ridiculously funny. Yeah.
Try talking to that guy. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Old lamps for new. Old lamps for new. Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
There's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
Well, thank you for telling us.
I'm gonna go into the pawn shop.
How come this seems like Egypt?
Yeah, it's like a
Old
Middle
lamps
Eastern type.
for new. Old lamps for new.
First I thought he said old lamps for you. What?
Good day.
I thought he said old lamps for you. In the first place.
Good day, merchant. Can you tell me what land this is?
By the moon's light, what a question! You must have been out too long in the sun, or perhaps knocked your head upon a rock.
No. Well, perhaps. I was in a shipwreck, you see. My crew and I were trying to reach the land of the Green Isles. I think, well, at least I hope, my men got away safely in the lifeboats. But I myself appear to be rather stuck here.
Ah, I see. You must pardon my incredulity, but it has been so long since we have had a foreign visitor. You wrecked your ship, young traveler, due to the currents and reefs around the islands. If your crew was wise enough to steer clear of the isles and head home, they should be fine. In any case, you have met your objective, however bumpy the journey.
You mean, this is the land of the Green Isles? Oh, thank the heavens! I had followed the stars, you see, and I thought I was close, but...
The stars? You must be quite a sailor. But what is the purpose of your visit?
I come for... Well, I mean, I hope to see... I met some time ago.
Say no more. You are smitten with a maiden, are you not? What other than love could so confuse a man's tongue?
I'm afraid so. It is Princess Cassima.
By the desert sands, when you fall in love, you do not mess around, do you?
Is she here?
This is the Isle of the Crown, young man. The castle of the Crown stands on the hill. If it is Cassima you seek, that is where to look.
The Castle of the Crown. Thank you, merchant.
And good luck to you, lad. You shall need it.
Alexander takes a mint.
Oh. Remember that's where the...
Yeah, I remember like that.
Mm-hmm.
He eats cinnamon.
Yeah. Right, why don't you give Samantha a turn now?
Thanks, Veronica. Thanks for pushing me.
Alexander's musical abilities have always leaned more towards wind instruments. If Alexander wants anything from the pawn shop, he'll have to first give the pawn shop owner something in trade. Alexander already has a mint. He'd prefer to leave some for the other customers.
Wind instruments? Is this a wind instrument?
If Alexander wants anything from the pawn shop, he'll have to first give the pawn shop owner something in trade.
You can look at this stuff. There's a lot of interesting things here. Use the eye.
Towering mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display. A strange-looking winged device occupies one corner of the room. It is frail with disuse. Alexander finds it intriguing. Perhaps he thinks it was once used in a local sporting event, in which enthusiasts jumped from cliffs, glided on air currents, and then attempted to land, frequently crunching a bone or two in the process. Alexander shudders at the thought and decides to stick to dragon slaying. The man of steel wields a long iron pike. The back wall of the shop holds various odds and ends. For example, a hull hole detector for finding those hard-to-spot holes in small sailboats. A tall skeleton lends an air of mystery to the shop.
Old lamps for new! Old lamps for new! Hello, I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
For some inexplicable reason, Alexander feels compelled to avoid this hooded old man.
Try to keep the mouse in this window. Try not to take it out of there, because otherwise it might mess up.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah.
Good day, sir.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
I wonder why.
Good day, sir. I'm a stranger in this land.
Guess all
What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
That is quite a question, young man. Who are you, and what would you have me tell you?
My name is Alexander. I know I'm on the Isle of the Crown, but I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby.
You are indeed a stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown, because the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village, and the docks over to the west. There are at least 3 other islands. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder.
At least 3? Does no one know for certain?
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries, as if islands come and go. Legend speaks of a 4th island, an isle shrouded in mists. I myself have never seen it. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world.
That's quite a claim.
Claim, yes, but probably just local superstition. We who live here on the Isle of the Crown, at least, sleep well enough at night.
He knows a lot.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Meeting the leaders of each place would be helpful, naturally. Unfortunately, the ferry no longer runs between the islands. There has been much political unrest, and it has been too dangerous to travel for years. Perhaps the ferryman can tell you more. He has little enough to do these days. And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good
He's
advice.
covering his mouth.
Ah, but advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs
kind of
much
what
more.
he says. If you notice, you got points for talking to him because what he said was kind of important. You said that there was the ferry hasn't been working. There's a lot of unrest between the islands, but you might want to talk to the ferryman anyway.
Alexander picks up the book from the small table.
Oh, yes, please, take that book. You have my most humble thanks for doing so, good sir.
Really? Thanks.
The fireplace can provide Alexander with nothing but warmth.
Why doesn't he want...
The fireplace can provide Alexander with nothing but warmth.
Try clicking the finger on the book if that's what you want to take. Just the fingertip.
Oh, and wait.
Oh, and stop moving the chair.
This?
It messes her up.
Alexander rests his feet for a moment. Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages. Well, that was refreshing. Alexander has no ambition to set himself up as a merchant. A plaque bearing a merchant crest hangs over the doorway. The bookshop owner must be proud of his credentials.
There is one other book here you can get.
I created a spark.
Is it on the small table?
No, it's in one of the bookshelves.
Alexander is not interested in those self-help books.
Really?
Thinking of Cassima, Alexander decides to leaf through one of the volumes of love poetry. He reads, "Thy hair, thy lips, thy beauteous face, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon a place within this broken breast."
What?
Not bad. And another. "Upon the shore the lilies bend, untouched by worldly care, where shadow they her earthly bed, oh, that she were not there." Yikes. And another. "What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me, and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name, that brings my mind e'er back the same to thee? The name of love cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the haunted, hunted, painful cry that my heart makes for you, that ere my soul eternal makes for you."
A little close to home, that one.
Alexander returns the love poem book to the shelf. Alexander picks up the fallen page. It's the love poem he particularly liked. It must have fallen out of the poetry book.
I see that old volume has lost another page. You may keep it if you like, sir. I have glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already.
I do rather like it.
Giving them
Thank you,
crowns.
merchant.
I used to always do that too.
I gave him the longest crown though.
What crown?
Alright.
What's that?
That's pretty much, I think, all you can do here for now.
There's a young girl in the yard. The girl is dressed in a long, plain orange robe with a thick headdress. From the appearance of her clothes, and from a skittish, fearful look about her, Alexander gets the strong impression that she is a servant, or even worse, a slave. The serving girl appears to be stealing a quiet moment tending the rose bushes.
Her head is too tiny to do that.
Alexander is greeted with silence.
You lazy thing! Get back to work and stay away from those roses! I've told you 1,000,000 times, those flowers are too sweet
dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning. And get your veil back on. No one wants to look at your face.
Yes, stepmother. It's Cinderella! Walk through. So I guess this is like the land of fairy tales.
Yeah, all the King's Quest games.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private property unless he's been invited.
Do it. Do it.
Red roses beautifully cover the top of the house's fence and gate arbor.
See if I can get those. I forgot.
Alexander has not been invited to pick the family's roses.
He's so polite, isn't he?
Yeah,
To take the path,
He's a prince.
Alexander need only walk on it.
It bothers me. Like, take a rose and walk away. How do you go somewhere else?
Just walk there.
You have to like walk. Your pants feel good. Oh wait, you're pulling my hair. Your pants feel good. Oh. Wait, it's not letting me go anywhere.
There, Jake, give Jake a turn.
Is there not a way over there?
No, there is. Jake, we'll walk there. Just watch this microphone and we'll get out. This is the microphone that's recording, so you gotta be careful with this. See if I can put it in a better spot. The good microphone isn't working for some reason, so I gotta use this cheap one. This was like a cheap $5 microphone.
The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island. Jump in. A little water won't hurt you.
Don't jump in.
Save if you're gonna jump in. You can do it, just save before you do it.
But I remember that this part was bad.
Actually, you should save anyway, even if you're not gonna do it. We haven't
How do I
saved.
save this?
Yeah, go to save. And just, yeah, we're playing in Scum, so it uses a different save system. Yeah, just click a zero. And just type in a save.
Like, water or not water? Fluffhead.
Fluffhead was a man.
Water. Do I jump into the water or not?
Doc. What's up, Doc?
Whatever the down to down. Oh no, don't tell me. Can you
What
jump
are you
in the
waiting
water
for?
for me?
I said I'd show you how to get to the next island, didn't I?
Here, look, this is.
Considering the poor condition of the shore, it looks like the easiest way to get into the water is just to jump off a pier.
There is some clothes in the bathroom that don't belong there.
The
It's a
powerful currents
t-shirt
grab Alexander.
and underwear.
Struggle as he might, he
So
feels
if
himself
you're-
being pulled out to sea.
Who's it?
Not a very good swimmer, are you? Help me! Sorry, I think not.
Wait, what do you say?
As his head
Sorry,
submerges
I
for the
think
third
not.
time, Alexander finds himself pondering the wisdom of going out on a limb for a
He
stranger.
doesn't want to. Want to what?
Alexander couldn't handle those currents. That boy must be an unbelievably strong swimmer.
Restore?
Yeah.
Doc. Restore.
What are you waiting for? I said I'd show you how to get to the next island, didn't I?
Wait, the guy wouldn't save him? No.
That's strange. The young boy in the water just disappeared. Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
He died.
He just disappeared.
Because he didn't listen to him.
Oh, and you are all bone. Like, turn around.
How do I switch?
Yeah.
How do I switch without having to like go up and pick it?
The right mouse
Down,
button.
see his red. Wait, turn around.
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he hasn't lost anything.
Oh, you have to eat something.
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he...
Standing in front of where you gotta click.
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, shit, don't.
The boat does not reply.
I'm trying to click the guy.
Just click.
Alexander promises himself that he will not go
Click
home
the
until he
edge
has
of
determined what
the
Cassima's
speech
feelings
bubble
are for him,
on
and if she needs his help.
Go away, the ferry's out of business.
Click. No, try it again, but click the edge of the bubble on him. I remember I had trouble with that too the first time I tried it.
I said the ferry's out of business. What do you want to keep bothering me for?
Talk to him.
Click the edge of the bubble on him. Yeah, there you go.
The robe is slacking off and refuses to
You missed
comment.
again. There you go. Try it now.
Go away, the ferry's out of business.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, sure.
I've tried it before.
Oh, wait. Really should.
I remember this was hard for me too. It's like
Alexander feels his
there's like not enough room.
I said the ferry's out of business.
The robe is...
Excuse me. My name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands. I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment.
You say old Allie sent you? I can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know.
I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there. Come on inside. What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
The ferryman seems to be the only one in the cabin to address.
I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd like to learn what I can about the area.
So you said outside. What is it you want to know?
Well, for one thing, why has the island's only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't safe to sail these days. What with the island's feuding and all. Vizier Alhazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down. Me, I don't think she'll ever see water again.
But why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such thing. 'Tis a real shame. Things used to be so friendly.
Then this unrest is recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
But there must be some way to get off this island.
There's only one other way to travel that I know of. A magic map. The owner of the pawn shop could tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
Why not a key?
The chair does not respond.
Tell me more about the ferry.
I remember when I used to ferry Queen Ilaria and Princess Cassima themselves. There was no thought of danger back then. They used to go visiting to care for the needy and to keep up the friendly relations between the islands. I remember their last trip. Things had started getting nasty by then, and when they came back aboard, I gathered that the Queen and the Princess had been received a bit coldly. Princess Cassima was such a pretty thing, and she was terribly upset. But who could be spreading these lies, she asked the Queen. But the Queen had no answer.
I guess I better go. But
Ask him a couple more things, because he answers a few more questions.
What do you do now that the ferry no longer operates?
Me? I'm out of a job. The job my ancestors have held for generations. I'm the only one trained to avoid the reef and the rocks. But that knowledge does me no good now.
Is there no other boat on the island? One that might be more seaworthy?
Boats don't last long on these shoals, as you may have found out if you got here by ship. You can be quite sure that this old ferry is, or was, the only craft on the island.
Tell me more about Princess Cassima.
Ah, such a beautiful child, and so pure of heart. Why, a contrary thought has never crossed her mind. Her mother was the same. The king and queen, they served the islands, not the other way around. Always thinking about the people. Ah, they are sorely missed.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot. A bit crazy, mind you. Gotta have a good sense of humor to enjoy a tour there.
Yeah, he tells you about each island.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Isle of the Beast is pretty, but unfortunately, you can't get very far onto the island.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The inhabitants of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain are the most gorgeous creatures you'll ever see. If you ever get to see them, that is.
Alright, let's see if we can ask him another one.
Wait, what island did he just say?
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Castle of the Crown sure is a beauty. She's the finest palace ever built, I'll warrant.
Alright, now let's see.
There's one more island.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Some say that the land of the Green Isles is near the edge of the world, and that the deadly currents are a result of a magnetism that sucks life from this world to the next. Of course, that's just silly talk.
He didn't talk about the other one.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely
he's just
spot.
repeating himself.
Bit crazy, mind you. Gotta have a good
Look on
sense
the
of humor
table.
to
There's
enjoy a
something on the
tour
table
there.
There's a rabbit's foot on the table. It seems the ferryman is counting on a little luck.
See what happens if I try to take it.
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. Thanks for allowing me into your home.
Posh, not at all. It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean.
My turn. Wait, hold on.
So, I'm just gonna bring us back to the town.
Alright, who's next? Oh, Owen, right?
Wait, I have to do his hair.
Okay. Keep playing.
Oh.
Ginny.
Don't worry, Owen.
Get longer time. Don't click outside the box.
Try not to. There we go.
Good day.
Oh, there's that guy.
Wait for it. His eyes.
Red.
No, they're yellow.
Is this the one where you have to steal the eyes or something? I feel like there's
Good
one
day,
where you have
sir.
to steal
The
eyes.
old man just glares at Alec.
I guess he goes up top.
Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out. Anyway, The magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling. It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there. It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange.
I'll take it out. Just don't take it out.
Hold on.
Don't take it out.
The ring or the rabbit's foot?
Do the rabbit's foot. Give him the rabbit. Very nice, and you need to appreciate it. I don't like it.
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
A rabbit's foot. I do not believe I could use that.
Owen, let me brush your hair then. Okay, look for something.
The ring.
Toe in the door. Is an insignia ring?
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you a king then?
No, that's my father, King Graham. I'm just Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is only gold.
Wait, I just want to see if it comes out.
There are more important things at stake now.
Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Thank you. You are very kind. And I'll remember about the map.
Hey, remember that time when you put on your headband and he was wearing your
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar.
Oh, Uncle James, please don't download this.
The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
Wait, what do the mints do again?
Master, I was smuggling in the village as you wished, and I saw danger. Danger? No, a stranger there. He says, he's Prince Laventander of Slaventry.
You fool! You've been eating those mints again! I ordered you to stop that!
Yes, Master.
Now, who did this stranger say he was?
Prince Salamander of Pageantry, I think.
You idiot! Are you trying to tell me that Prince Alexander of Daventry is here? Confound it! That's the young man Cassima met at Mordak's castle. The timing could not be worse. Tell me, what is he doing?
It sounds like the guy who plays...
He was in the pawn shop buying a magic...
Boston Seinfeld.
Snap!
Magic smap? What is this magic smap?
With the smap, he can travel to other islands. Master.
Magic smap.
That's a map, you dolt! Oh, drat it all! I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar! I can't have him stirring things up. Not now! Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
Wait, what'd you click on? What? What'd you click on to make that happen?
To make what happen?
to make them talk?
Well, he traded his ring for a map. So, oh, and you want to play now?
I don't want to play on a hard part.
Okay, so Veronica, you want to play for a bit?
Is this a hard part though?
You don't? Okay, so Wayne, you want to play?
I want to play.
Okay, Owen.
Because this is not tricky. Can I still do his hair? But even won't bother me. This magic smack.
Now remember, he said you can only use it on a beach.
Alexander remembers what the pawn shop owners said about only being able to use the map out in the open and within sight of the sea. He correctly guesses that the map will not work here.
I'm gonna test it out.
Remember what he also said, that if you find something of equal value to the map, to the ring, you can trade back for your ring, because it's his insignia ring, so it's very valuable to Alexander.
I want to leave the town.
Then leave. Don't click outside the map though.
What was that?
No, it was wait. I didn't get to see the eyes.
See, when it turns into the arrow, don't.
I best go off the beach in the sight of water. I'm gonna go off to the beach in sight of the water.
In the sight of the water.
How am I gonna get there? Help me get there.
Oh,
I'm in.
I wonder if there's a way to lock the mouse in.
Then what are you eating?
You want to save? We haven't saved in a while.
Yeah,
Save here too.
There's no reason to bury that, and
Is this the one with like those
Alexander
troll
pulls
things?
out his magic map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the rabbit bit. What, do you remember that? The green, what I said? Oh,
I saw
So we got go to the Isle of Wonder, the Isle of the Sacred Mountain, or the Isle of the Beasts.
Which one has the trolls? Because I know I don't want to go there yet.
The trolls.
Don't go to the Sacred Mountain. I don't like that. I feel like the Sacred Mountain should be saved for last. Because I remember when we did that, and that one felt like it should be saved for last.
Which one had the trolls? Because I know not to go there.
Isle of the Beast is Beauty and the Beast, and Isle of Wonder is the dwarves.
The dwarves, yeah.
That we don't.
Is that how you mean, the dwarves?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think it's Isle of Wonder.
Isle of the Crown is...
They're easy to see.
Cinderella.
Do you want me to play Owen? Because I think the dwarves puzzle is
Can I do
next,
the dwarves?
next.
It's hard. I can't do it.
Can I?
Okay. Yeah, but I don't think we're ready for that yet. Cause
Which one should we go to first?
do you want me? Let me play for a bit. Actually, I haven't played
James,
yet.
is one allowed to jump on the bed?
I don't want you jumping on the bed.
I don't want to jump on the bed. I don't want to jump.
Wait, Owen, let me fix your hair. Owen, it's almost done.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
You can't go to Isle. Oh.
Okay, there you go. You look better?
This is the Isle of the Sacred
Now
Mountain.
it's Jake's turn.
I want to save for a bit.
Didn't we do this one last?
Sacred mountain.
Let me see if I could change one thing.
Taking off your advantage.
Ooh, I closed the whole scum. Didn't mean to do that.
You have tiny eyebrows.
Are you seriously
Stop.
Why is the dwarf puzzle so hard?
It's not that hard, but you need special items.
And she's gonna be disgusting.
I just want to see if I can lock the
I'm
mouse.
not brushing your hair. I'm going to sit on you.
Alright, never mind.
That actually hurts. Someone go into horse stepped on my legs. Alright, I'm in horse position. No, I'm on top of something. Okay. I'm on horse position too. No, do me.
Guys, you're gonna mess up the bed again.
That's what. She's inside. Yeah, she's literally the wall and the mattress.
No, but guys, if you...
Alright,
you're gonna pull
our
down.
last time.
Oops, forgot to restore.
Ow. You survived it. But your leg is broke. Ow, ow, what? When he grabbed my shoulder briefly.
What did I do with the...
Hey guys, look at Owen! I don't want you jumping on the pages. Hey guys.
Golly!
No, don't go to...
There appears to be no way past the cliffs. Though roughly hewn, the cliffs do not provide regular handholds for climbing, and they seem otherwise impenetrable.
Glenn, that's exactly what you did to me.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the
There's a
cliff.
feather.
Alexander decides to get closer.
There's a feather. There's a flower.
Ignorance kills, wisdom elevates.
Someone
Interesting,
go
right?
on to me.
Does anyone know what that means? Ignorance
No.
kills, wisdom
What does
The
elevates.
rock has been etched by some unknown hand.
What does ignorance
One may
mean?
need to read
That
about the
means,
logic
like,
cliffs in
you're
the
not
guidebook
smart.
to the land of the
You don't.
Green
Well,
Isles
you
in order
might
to
be
understand
smart, but
this mystical
you're
inscription.
not
So
learned.
you can get on my back.
You're like lazy. See, look, we can touch
happens.
touch the letters. If you read the guidebook,
There's
you
an
can
ugly
solve that
flower
puzzle.
growing near the base of the cliff.
Yeah, but can we go to different island first and collect the feather?
Alexander
and the
notices
flower?
an unusually large coal-black feather lying on the beach.
Okay.
Pick up the feather and the flower.
Alexander takes the feather. Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment he can smell nothing else.
Oh, that's the smelling.
The stink flower. Yep.
And the feather is
Colors of flame burst from the center of the incredibly stinky flower and drip onto its petals. The flower's appearance is as flamboyant as its smell.
And then the feather is
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather.
Yeah, I know what that one is.
It's for
Alexander is carrying a copper coin of Devonry. King Graham graces the front of the coin.
We got a mint.
The small green mint looks very tasty. Alexander is carrying a book from the bargain table in the bookshop.
Let's read this book real quick.
Alexander opens the bargain book and reads a paragraph at random.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard.
Phew. What an incredibly boring book. No wonder the bookshop owner wanted to get rid of it so badly.
So I'm carrying a boring book.
Oh, that's for the looking one.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
The boring book is for the looking one. What looking one? Like the one with the really
Alexander
good
feels a
eyesight.
strange pulling sensation.
Okay. Do you think we have all the items? That's why I
Use
think...
the Isle of the Beast.
Alexander is standing at the edge of the sea on a heavily forested island. As far as the eyes can see, tall trees spread out their branches as though straining to link arms, their tops forming a canopy above. A path leads north through the forest.
I thought we already recorded.
We didn't. We just played it.
Guys, out.
Hey, look, it's a boiling.
A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame. An old abandoned hunter's lamp is hanging on one of the trees. Alexander wonders who might have hunted in these dense woods.
Old lamps for new.
Let's see if we can get that.
Old lamps for new, call it.
Isle of the Beast.
But when you go
Let's try and grab it.
To get to the lamp, Alexander must first cross the pond.
How?
Alright, let's cross it.
No. Alright. No, you're gonna burn. You're gonna burn.
Alexander decides to brave the boiling pond. And soon realizes a deep sympathy for soup vegetables as he learns the true meaning of being in a stew.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Looks like Alexander's in a bit of a stew.
I get it. Get me out. Get me.
Alright.
Get me.
You guys didn't go to the castle, right?
No.
It's pretty weird that you guys didn't
Why?
skip
Is
that.
it important?
Well, let's go to the Isle of
Alexander
Wonder
pulls
first.
out his
No, it's just
magic
funny
map.
that you guys went, because that's where Cassima is, and the guy said that's where Cassima is, and you guys didn't even go there.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
We'll go to the Isle of Wonder, and then we'll go back to the castle of the crown, see if we can go to the castle. Yeah.
Yay! I love it. I won't give anything away.
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep. In the oyster's mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
That's me and Veronica at night. Boring book. Like, how is Gwen sleeping?
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
That's what I said the other day. Oh my god, that's
A
so
string of letters floats in the water. The letters spell out, "Where are you going?" Alexander's heard of alphabet soup, but this is ridiculous.
So this is the Isle of Wonder. Let's save here.
Let's call it alphabet soup now.
Let's try and grab that.
The blue ocean stretches on for as far as Alexander can see. Alexander wades into the sea to get the strange object in the water. The ocean currents tug at Alexander's legs. That object is just a bit out of reach. Alexander wades deeper into the sea to get the strange object in the water. The underwater tow is amazingly strong here. It pulls ferociously at Alexander's legs.
No.
Before Alexander can retreat, the currents grab his legs. The shifting sand vanishes from beneath his feet. Against his best efforts, he is dragged out to sea. The currents around the island pull Alexander under. As Alexander struggles to the surface for the third and last time, he finds himself wishing he'd paid more attention to the warning signs of an undertow.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
nothing like getting swept off your feet.
Alright. So what are we gonna do about this oyster? How can we help her go to sleep?
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Why don't you let me see if I can help?
No way! No one's looking in my mouth. I hate dentists.
I love going to
So how can we help her sleep then?
Boring book.
Good idea.
Wait, but don't we need it?
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard. Yields a gilded minnow of precise measurements, 2,069 centidrills by 3,023.
Maybe I could grab it right when she
6/7
yawns.
puns, not punts, as might be expected. This is not to say, however, in any sense whatsoever, that deviations in mean temperature of 5 or 6 dregs or so.
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Hey! You fixed my mouth! It feels great!
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
Alright, so we did that. Now let's see what happens when we go over here.
Alexander hears someone coming.
Okay. I hate this. This is my favorite part.
5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Old Tantro, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Flower.
Flower, okay.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tantro I am, that's all I'll be.
None of them
My
can
nose
see.
knows
Oh, wait,
all
one
on
of them can
land
see. We have
and
to hide from
sea.
them, right?
A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, broken oar, do your duty as you soar. With your ears, please once more.
No, only one of them.
Now what? I don't think we have the thing to get past this one.
Wait, which one is it? The ear?
Yeah.
Alexander holds the item out for the gnome with the immense ears.
My ears can hear nothing so clear as the sound of a man standing here. A man, so say our ears. We shall send him to his beer.
The gnomes toss Alexander too far out into the sea for him to get his footing. The currents drag him under. Guess those gnomes couldn't reach a consensus.
Alright.
Wait, so
Oh look, I can get these
Alexander
letters now.
picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
Go that way. Uncle Dan.
Okay. We just save real quick just in case the guards come out.
The cards.
The gnome guards. Or...
Alexander hears someone coming.
How do you get past the guy with the huge ears?
We're gonna need something else. Alright, I might as well just...
A gnome? Alexander holds the item.
My nose cannot be tricked that way. The smell of man still rules the day. The man.
Alright. Let's go back to the Isle of the Crown.
Alexander.
I want to. Well, maybe we can get
Alexander feels
our ring back because we have something of equal value. What do you think that is?
The pearl?
The pearl, yeah. So let's see if we can get our ring back, and then maybe we can get into the castle.
But what could you use for sound?
What's this up here?
That's a
A
bird.
nightingale perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
Hello, Nightingale. What a lovely tune you sing.
The nightingale only looks at Alexander suspiciously and continues to sing.
Let's just go to the castle real quick.
But don't you need the nightingale to
Yeah, but you need your instant
But
Two guards take their stance in front of the castle doors. They look quite fierce and have the stiff, blank expression of soldiers on formal duty. There's a little hut just off the path. Perhaps the guard dogs have an occasional use for it, but it looks empty now.
Okay. Castle of the Crown.
Alexander firmly addresses the guards of the Castle of the Crown, determined to get an audience with Cassima.
Good day, guard dogs. I am Prince Alexander of Daventry, and I would like...
Prince Alexander of Daventry? He's the one, Wolf. See here now. We've been warned about you. Vizier Alhazred has issued strict orders that you're not to be allowed anywhere near the castle.
Me? But I haven't even met the Vizier.
Never mind your excuses. You're on our list of undesirables and will not be getting into the castle today or any day. Now off with you.
Interesting. It's funny because if you show them the ring before you get the map, they do let you into the castle and you can speak to the Vizier. Hey everybody, I'm just cutting into this right now. I just want to show you one thing that we missed in the game, and I think why we didn't get a full score at the end of this game. Before you get the map for this ring here.
Alexander's ring is made of the purest gold and has the insignia of the royal family of Daventry on its face.
If you notice, I don't have the kids here. They already left, but I just wanted to show you here. If you go to the castle with the ring, before you trade it for the map, you can go to the castle and talk to the guards here. These are the guard dogs.
Excuse me, guardsmen. Guard dogs. I've been traveling for months to see Princess Cassima.
I would like an audience, please.
I'm sorry, but the princess is not receiving visitors, particularly not strangers.
If you notice, the guard dogs don't recognize you yet, because the genie hasn't reported back to the vizier yet about you.
I really must see the princess. Could I speak with someone in charge?
Who are you that I should bother Captain Saladin, huh?
My name is Alexander. I am a prince of Daventry and a friend of the princess.
A prince, is it? I see. Yeah, and I am lord of this dusty path. Step aside. You'll not be getting into this castle without some proof of your claims.
So what you do is you just take out your royal insignia ring, proof that you're Prince of Daventry.
Alexander decides to try his royal insignia ring on the guards. With all of his papers lost in the shipwreck, it is the only possible proof of his identity that he can think of.
Perhaps this ring will convince you of my identity. It is the royal insignia ring of Daventry.
Ha! I'm sure. Just let me take a look at that ring.
I think they messed up with the voice there.
Well, I'm sorry, Your Highness. It's just that princes are so uncommon in these parts. Let me get Captain Saladin.
The guard returns a moment later with a majestic-looking creature. Captain Saladin speaks with a voice that is gentle, but reflects a will of iron.
Prince Alexander of Daventry, I presume. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with your country, but I'm sure Vizier Alhazred will want to meet you, if indeed you are a friend of the princess. Please, follow me. Lord Alhazred, a visitor to see you. Prince Alexander of Daventry.
What is it that you seek, Prince Alexander?
Pardon the intrusion, my lord, but I came to see Princess Cassima. Some months ago, my father, King Graham, saved my family and I from imprisonment under an evil wizard named Mordak.
The same wizard that kidnapped the princess?
Exactly. When my father rescued us, he also liberated Cassima and sent her home.
Then your father has my gratitude, and that of the entire kingdom. But I'm afraid I still fail to see the purpose of your visit.
Well, I came to make sure that Cassima arrived safely and to pay my respects. Before we parted, she gave me an invitation to visit.
I have no doubt she did exactly that at the time, Prince Alexander. However, things have greatly changed for Cassima since her ordeal in Mordak's castle. Cassima's parents both became ill and died while she was gone. Cassima is sequestered in mourning for them as befits a princess. She is not receiving visitors of any kind. Even if she were, I do not think your visit would be appropriate. You see, it is time for Cassima to take her responsibilities seriously. With her parents gone, she no longer has the luxury to be a carefree maiden. As was her parents' wish, Cassima and I are to be wed. We shall rule the kingdom together. I assure you, our marriage is all Cassima wants now. As a prince and a gentleman, it would be best that you leave before there is any further embarrassment.
I see. I suppose that I was mistaken. I thought for certain that Cassima... Well, I apologize.
A young man sees what he wishes to see. I'm sorry you've wasted your time traveling to the land of the Green Isles. May your journey home be swift.
Perhaps I will take the opportunity to look around your fair land while I'm here.
I would advise against that. The kingdom is rather, shall we say, inhospitable these days.
But it is your neck. You may risk it if you please. Captain Saladin will escort you from the castle. Good day.
So as you see, you meet Captain Saladin much sooner in the game if you do that.
You have had your hearing with Vizier Alhazred. I trust you'll respect his wishes and not return. I have been instructed not to let you into the castle again. Good day, my lord.
Captain Saladin whispers something to the guard dogs at the castle gate, and they nod with understanding. Alexander has a feeling they won't be letting him into the castle again.
Now, you also get a different cutscene too when you trade in the map.
Would you be...
David?
No.
Where?
The ring.
If you find...
Ah, thank you.
Suddenly, the old man...
Master! I followed Prince Alexander as you wished from the pawn shop owner. He just abstained, just reprieved. He just got a magic map. You fool! You've been eating those mints again. I ordered you to stop that. Yes. Master. Now, what is this about a magic map? With the map, Prince Alexander can travel anywhere as quickly as I can. I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up now. Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
So it's a much shorter cutscene, actually. Actually, the other cutscene I think is funnier, because there's the whole thing with the magic smap. But you do get more points if you go to the castle first. So when you watch the rest of the Let's Play, you'll notice we don't get the full score, because we skipped the part where we visit the castle first. But anyway, that's basically what we missed. Anyway, we'll continue with the rest of the video now. I guess there's different ways to solve this game.
The wall is quite solid. Alexander's hands would give way long before the wall did. The vines are too flimsy to support Alexander.
Alright, so I guess there's no getting into the castle now.
How come you're walking so fast?
I put the speed up.
What? Doesn't that make good all the bad guys and people come?
Just
Alexander sorts
the game
through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb.
Fake thumb?
Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Why can't you take the cracked wand?
Ooh, that's how you get past.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
How fare you, good merchant?
I could use more business, if the truth be known.
How is the bottle how you get past? Which number? What? Which number the bottle?
I found this large
I think
pearl.
that it's the one that
Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
Wait. It's invisible, right?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Oh yeah, you turned me so.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
Alexander is carrying a copper coin of Daventry. King Graham graces the front of the coin.
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing. The flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true.
The Daventry coin.
Ah, yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best
Yeah, I think
painters.
the Nightingale's the best
There's a lot
bet.
of creativity in that brush, and its bristles are still in good condition. Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pan, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
And you can paint a door.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing.
Yeah, that was later.
I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
I'll remember. Thank you.
Is that for the,
Alexander eats the mint. Not bad. A little stale, perhaps. Alexander takes a mint.
Let me, look at this ink here.
Alexander's carrying a little ink bottle. It appears to be empty. Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and listens to its sweet, sunny tune.
Hello. I will be right up.
Who's this guy?
Now, what can I do for you?
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
What can we do to convince him that we're a friend? Should we show him the ring?
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and...
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I've already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry?
Sounds like the Mad Hatter of it.
Flint mice. You must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
By a ship now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Vizier says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are, and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Jallo. I am clown to the royal court, and have been since the marriage of Cassima's parents, King Caliphate and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cassima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Well, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Vizier or his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my agent round than out of loyalty.
We could share.
I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale.
Did you hear that?
I might be able to send the princess a message.
No!
As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion.
Sing Sing's
Now
pet
the thing I must
nightingale.
hurry back to the castle.
Sing
I'll
Sing
try to
is
return
her
to the
pet
bookshop again
nightingale.
later.
Thank you for speaking with me, Jallo.
Sing Sing
I hope
is
we
her
meet
pet
again soon.
nightingale. So that nightingale, I think, is her pet. So we could use it to send her a message.
How fare you, merchant?
Business could be better. Too many people are losing interest in reading these days. It is a sign of the times.
An antique leather-bound book is displayed on a little stand on the counter. On the elaborate cover is the title, Ye Useful Book of Magic Spells.
You have to make the class and stuff.
How much for that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard. I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spell book for it.
I wonder if he'll take his boring book back for it.
Might I return this?
Please, I had a hard enough time getting rid of that book in the first place.
I guess not. Alright. I just want to do one more thing and then... Then Gwen, it's your turn. Who wants to play next? Is it Veronica's turn? Or do you want to try next?
Go. I want to do a part with the dwarves.
You want to do the dwarves part? Okay, then I'll let Samantha go.
I'm not going to be the other. I want to do the beast part. Even though I forgot what you had to do. Press the boiling hot water.
I just want to do one part and then I'll stop.
You're like, go to the beach, and that's your only part.
Wow, I'm having trouble with this too.
Hold on, we're about to listen though.
I want to do the hole in the wall.
That's not till later. You guys remember a lot, huh?
I want to do the
So,
dog with
so remember what Jallo said? He said that this nightingale. Well, he said that her pet nightingale is named Sing Sing, and we could use it to send a message. So you think that this is the nightingale? So how do you think we can charm the nightingale?
With the other bird.
Alright, so let's see if we can...
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the...
Okay.
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
Alright. So now what message should we send the nightingale? Should we give her the ring?
Where are you?
Yeah.
Tell her that we're here. This is our
Where
royal...
are you going?
The ring has...
Alexander's ring is made of the purest gold and has the insignia of the royal family of Daventry on its face.
So if we give her the ring, she'll know we're here.
But don't you need the ring?
Alexander holds out his insignia ring to the nightingale, hoping she perhaps is the nightingale that Jallo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cassima. The ring is the one thing he has that might alert Cassima to his presence on the Isles.
Where did you get the ring?
The nightingale swoops down and grabs the ring. She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cassima.
Sing, sing. What have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing, sing. Where did you get this? Realm of Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul. He must be here. Sing, sing. I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he really here, then? On this very island? Oh, if only I could leave this castle as easily as you.
Jump out the window.
Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful, Alexander. It is so dangerous, and yet I could not wish you away.
The little bird makes a delivery. The nightingale has dropped a bit of red velvet on the ground. It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cassima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so? Oh.
The lady's hair ribbon is made of the finest red velvet. A long strand of black hair is caught in the ribbon. Alexander examines the red ribbon and finds a strand of long black hair.
Jump off. And now we have black hair that looks purple.
Is there anything else we could send her? We have this
Alexander has a love poem from a book in the bookshop.
Yeah, send her that.
Send her the love poem? Okay.
Alexander holds out the love poem, hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the ring, in the chance that the receiver might truly be Cassima. The nightingale swoops down, grabs the love poem, and takes it towards the castle.
Sing, sing, my sweet. You bring another present. Let me see. It is a poem, Sing Sing.
What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of you.
Oh, Alexander. I was hoping he'd return to you. Take this to him while he waits. Hurry, my fleet one.
Okay.
He gave back a little?
The little bird makes a delivery. It's a note.
Dearest Alexander, I cannot believe you are here, my friend. Please, please be careful. Abdul isn't about to let anyone interfere with his plans. Watch out for Abdul's Genie, Alexander, and do not do anything rash. I am not without resources, and I will prevail if I can only find some small means of defense. Do nothing to try to get to me. You must not be endangered again for my sake. Greatly in your family's debt, Cassima.
Alexander's hand trembles as he reads the note. For the first time in his long search, he has heard her voice again, if only in writing. No words of love, only friendly concern. Friend. Is the maiden merely shy, or does she regard him only as a brother?
Alright. I'm gonna save here. And Samantha?
Yeah?
I think we have everything we need to get past the dwarves. So why don't you...
No, but she said that we would switch. She said I could switch. No, but I'm taking this one.
Alexander remembers what the pawn shop owners said about only being able to use the map out in the open and within sight of the sea. He correctly guesses that the map will not work here.
Which way is the ocean? This way?
Yeah, down there. What's up? What's the matter, guys?
But I want to sit on this side.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
That'd be awesome if you had a map.
Why don't you sit on that side now?
It's in Isle of the One. Wait. It's in Isles of the One.
Isle of Wonder.
Right.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Sit on that side for now.
You got a cookie? Chips Ahoy?
To take the path, Alexander need only walk down it. Alexander hears someone coming.
I might like die the first time.
5 fish guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it
He's the one I
dies.
can see, right? Him? Yeah.
Old Tom Troll,
With the big
smell
butt?
will smell. Do that which you do so well.
I always thought that eyes were in his ears.
The one that smells has to smell the flower. Oh no, this is the one that...
The one that smells, yeah.
This is the one that smells?
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Remember, you need to get it yourself with the food.
Tom Troll I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A
Why does he
flower
wear the nose
stench
cone?
has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all,
They always
and
cover up
nothing
their-
more.
Whatever their sense is. I guess it's so sensitive that they have to always cover it up.
Listen, hark you, Roland, do your duty as you soar. With your ears, please touch more.
I use this.
And none of the other.
Yeah.
He looks...
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Okay. Huh. Work it.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
Is his eyes on his ear?
Taste the rum, and we might know whether the wind or
Who is this guy?
Tom,
put the mint! The mint! I'm going. This is Tom?
Yeah, that's the mint.
Give him the mint.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grumflump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet. Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
The feathers!
The rabbit's foot.
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare
Can you do the eye?
it all tastes sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet.
You don't remember the eye?
No, I do, but I'm scared.
Okay.
Why are you scared?
Because Lavender feels bad.
Old Bill Banner, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Alexander's carrying a little ink bottle. It appears to be empty.
You need a cloak.
No, you don't.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
Can I go back?
Oh,
By
actually,
all
who's
that's
next?
beauteous,
Oh,
fair
okay.
and sightly,
Right,
for morons do I
Do you wanna
sleep
play?
with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Watch when you spin the chair, because it hits the microphone.
Alexander did it. He's fooled the guards.
Well, now you can explore the island, so go wherever you want.
Wait, they don't come back?
Now they don't come back. Yeah, save actually.
Save, just in case they come back?
Save.
Where do I save?
Go to the, yeah,
This?
that one, yeah. Go save,
Save as...
and go, just save as a new one. And,
This?
yeah,
6?
6. Just type in fooled guards. Or something. You could make up something different.
Oh, that's foul.
That's alright, doesn't matter.
Okay. Who cares? Just keep it.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what you type, you just click save.
I just gonna play.
Fouled, okay.
I like that word so much. I actually really like that word. Finally.
And now, yeah, just don't click outside. Try to keep the mouse inside the game.
Can someone else do it?
Yeah, I will.
I will. I don't really like to play games. I only
Okay,
like to
you
watch.
like to watch? Okay. There's plenty here that want to play.
See, look, this is the dogwood tree. This is the part I wanted to do, remember?
Yeah, you like the Isle of Wonder. It's like Alice in Wonderland.
And that's the stick.
The swamp gurgles an inaudible reply.
No, I'm gonna talk to this. Talk to the dogwood.
My dear tree, is it true that your bark is worse than your bite?
Alexander sees no point in trying to talk to that stick in the swamp.
Hey, Ginger responded. I want to talk to the stick and the log.
The log itself has nothing to say.
The bump.
Bump on a log.
That bump on the log does not look particularly conversational to Alexander.
Is that your butt?
You could talk to the. I think.
No, it's not. That's your knee.
Look at the cattails.
marshy swamp lies just off the path. It doesn't look like very good swimming. A cluster of cattails flourishes near the muck of the swamp.
I think you can pet them.
Yuck. Alexander doesn't want to put his bare hands in that oozy swamp. The mucky swamp is no place for extensive hands-on exploration. The mucky swamp is no place for extensive hands-on exploration.
Click on the ones on the side, yeah.
Alexander decides to pet the soft-looking cattails. Zounds, what a racket. So much for stirring up those cattails. The bump on the log does not look particularly interesting.
But why can't the bump on the log stop?
You can look at the milkweed, the milk plants. They don't talk till later.
But can I do it when they talk to
Milkweed thrives near the mucky swamp. Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit.
Oh, I know what to do. Okay.
You can take some of those milkweed.
The Isle of Wonders. Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Yeah, you don't talk to the bump on a lot in this thing.
Alright, Jake and Timmy, we're gonna get ready to go now, okay?
We're playing a game.
Alright, I guess we'll stop. We could save and quit.
When we get back?
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah. What time do you think you'll get back? Probably around maybe the latest 3.
Alright, let's stop here then, Gwen. And we'll continue it later.